Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live stream about the zodiac sign Cancer and the dark side of the zodiac sign Cancer. Keep in mind that every zodiac sign has a dark side, so please don't take it to heart whatever I say in this video, whatever we say in this video. For those of you that join this live stream, if you would like your own personal reading, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, or just type in Lamarr Townsend Tarot on Google and I'll show up. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button if you're not new, or if you are, just so you get a notification whenever I go live. And I thank you guys for being here and joining me on this live stream. So let's get right into it. The zodiac sign Cancer and their dark side of their personality. Aloha, honey, from Vegas. Hi, Gabriel. Hi, Tawanda. Peeking in you on my situation. Hey, Bree. Hey, Rasheen. So let's talk about the dark side of Cancer. All right, Cancer men and Cancer women. Hey, Javonda. So one thing I find that Cancers, they're very, very sensitive. All right, and we know this about Cancers. You know, they're ruled by the moon, and the moon rules our emotions. All right, it rules our emotional reactions and our emotional instincts. Okay, so it's in a Cancer's emotional, it's in a Cancer's nature to be emotional, to be emotionally reactive. All right, a lot of the times, and that's just who they are, right? But it's interesting because I find that Cancers, their dark side, they can be very emotionally cold. When you hurt their feelings or something like that, they turn very cold on you, kind of like their polar opposite zodiac sign Capricorn, which can be very emotionally cold as well. But it can be even more hurtful when a Cancer does it to you, because Cancers are typically, very open, and lovable and nurturing as well, because the moon rules, being nurturing. Spill the beans on the dark side. It's great to see you at 8:30 my time. Yes, Gabriel. So it's, Cancers tend to be very nurturing people, nurturing creatures who, when they turn cold, I mean, think of it this way. Cancer also rules the mother. So, the mother, for, a lot of us, or maybe not for some of us, it depends on what your situation is. All right. Maybe you have a difficult moon placement. All right. Something like that. But typically the mother, the mother does rule the relationship to, or the mother is ruled by the moon. Okay. So the relationship that we have with our mother is ruled by our moon sign in our 4th house. All right. So I don't know about you, but, one of the things that I dislike that my mother did was, she would be very nurturing and loving, but then when I did something bad, she would, take all that, nurturing and loving energy away and become cold as kind of a punishment, right? So Cancers have this way where they can punish you by taking away their attention, by taking away, their nurturing aspect that they once, gave so willingly to you, and they turn cold, and it can be very, very kind of disheartening and jarring almost a lot of times. Hey, Dina. My mom is a Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Cancer, emotionally manipulative. Yes, we can get nasty and it shocks people. Yes, you guys can get very nasty to one of the Cancers. That's a good point, Siobhan. Cancers can also be emotionally manipulative, okay? Cancers are easily able to sense other people's emotions. This is kind of a psychic ability that they have, all right, is that they're able to sense another person's emotions. You don't even have to say how you're feeling. A Cancer just knows right off the bat. But in the same frame, a Cancer knows how to push your emotional buttons, right? Especially after spending a lot of time around you, trying, figuring out what makes you tick, what makes you emotional, what makes you emotionally reactive. Cancers are really, really good at figuring out those types of things. So they will use that energy against you. They will use that against you. They will kind of, push your buttons. They'll break you down to manipulate you, to get what they want out of you, right? And Cancers are really, really good at doing that. They can be very, very narcissistic. Yeah, narcissistic in some ways. Exactly. South Node Cancer here. I'm South Node Cancer as well. They can get under your skin in the harshest, most hurtful ways. Exactly. My Cancer man is outspoken and protective, less nurturing in the traditional sense. I had a Cancer friend I had to cut off. She was always displaying signs of jealousy and saying things in a way that you couldn't tell if you were being insulted or not. Exactly. Yeah, they can be, just very manipulative and catty, Now, one thing I think the worst trait that, about the Cancers is their ability to hold a grudge. This is one thing, that I find is one of the, harshest aspects of Cancers is that they hold grudges, like nobody's business. All right. They are up there with Libras when it comes to holding grudges, probably above a Libra. Once again, Cancers are very, very sensitive and they're like a sponge. So they take in energy very easily. But like a sponge, sometimes it can, energy gets stuck, right? So it can be hard for Cancers to let go of certain things. All right. So it's very, very important for Cancers to learn, all right, the lesson of forgiveness. All right. But once again, Cancers have this way where they like to emotionally punish people. And that I think is one of their darkest traits is they like to emotionally manipulate you by emotionally punishing you. All right, kind of like your mother does. All right, because the father is associated with Saturn, right? So, for example, the father is more of a disciplinarian, like a direct disciplinarian. You get direct punishment from your father. Go to your room, you know. Go in the corner, clean up your mess that you made. That's the father, right? But the mother has a way where she can be that as well, but she can also be very cold and brash, and very emotionally manipulative to get what she wants out of you, or to get um something out of you, right? I mean, think of it like mama's boys, tend to have Cancer, heavy in their chart, right? Mama's boys have this relationship with their mothers where their mothers can easily manipulate them. All right. Those damn grudges. I know my ex-friend was a Cancer. My ex-Cancer friend was jealous. I used to let it ride because she was molested when we were younger, but I had to eventually cut it off. Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes Cancers can play victim as well. Cancers are really, really good at playing victims, but I think all the water signs are good at that, especially Scorpio, or especially Cancer and Pisces. Not so much Scorpio, but Scorpio has those tendencies as well of being victim, playing victim. I think Virgo's got us beat on grudges though. So 50 has a Gemini moon. That brings out the petty for real, for real. Exactly. And Cancers can be very, very petty. All right, as well. Geminis can be super petty. But once again, Cancers can be petty in an emotional kind of way. Like Cancers can be petty in a way that, they say they're going to show up to your party, the day of your party comes and they don't show up, so it's just kind of like, really, like they just kind of have that energy to them where they like to do things where they know it's going to emotionally hurt you or emotionally affect you in some way. All right. They like to get underneath your skin. A Cancer likes to make you feel the way they feel. And a lot of times when a Cancer comes from a place of, their darker aspects, it comes from a place of insecurity. You're not validating me. So, I'm going to take my love away. You're not giving me the attention I want. So, you're not giving me what I want. So I'm taking my attention away from you. I'm taking my emotions away from you. I'm cutting you off, right? Cancers are really, really good at doing the cutoff, kind of like Capricorn, right? But it's like whereas a Capricorn will cut you off and like you completely, disregard you, throw you in the trash, blah blah blah. A Cancer will cut you off, but they'll still be in your presence. Like a Cancer will cut you off. You can live in the same household with a Cancer, and they'll cut you off emotionally. Meaning like it's like you're still able to coexist, but it's like literally like you're not there. Like a Cancer may say hi and bye, but they won't look at you in the eye. They won't acknowledge your presence, directly. They can be those types of people who just kind of play those games a little bit. Victim culture for sure. Love playing victim. I don't know what I am. I was born 50 still terrorizing job role. It's been about 20 years. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't deal with indirect shade too well. That's why I can't with my mom. She can never let shit go. She'll bring the past as a means to act a fool later. Exactly. Cancers have a way of holding on to things and then throwing it back in your face later on. You think you're over it. You have a conversation about it. You think you're both at a truce, and then suddenly here they come again. Well, do you remember when you did that thing to me? And it's like, oh my gosh, I thought we talked about this. I thought we let this go. Why are you bringing this up again? Cancers, just have this way where they love having something over you. They love having something over people. They love having, pull when it comes to people's emotions. Like they love that. So this was a little bit about Cancers and some of their the darker sides of their personalities. Biggest on the low hoes or cheaters I've seen. Yeah, Cancers can be very, very sneaky as well. Super sneaky. And when they get caught, in the act, they have a way of once again throwing it back on you. Well, you cheated on me. You were talking to this, and this person, a mess, just a mess. But we love Cancers, right? Either way. Cancers are really sweet. I just can't deal with their dark side because it seems to be very passive aggressive. And as a Capricorn, it's just too much. I agree. Very passive aggressive. Whereas Capricorns can be passive aggressive, but it gets to a point with Capricorns where we're just like, okay, like, girl, I understand there's something wrong, so let's just deal with the elephant in the room. Like, what's the tea? What's tea, honey? Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk it out. Capricorns are those types of people, whereas Cancers are, just sit there and stare at you and just be like, so are you going to talk? Are you going to apologize for what you did? Like, they're those kind of people, Child. But we love Cancers, all right? It's no shade. Like I said, I'm a South Node in Cancer. So it is what it is. I probably was like this in a past life because the South Node is, past life. Speaking of past lives and South Nodes, if you would like an astrology birth chart reading from me, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. If you would like a psychic tarot reading from me, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Thank you for listening and watching this video on Cancers and the dark side of y'all's personality. Okay, I'm a Capricorn, so I don't have this energy in my chart. Too heavy. No shade. If we apologize, you can't come back and seek revenge in the name of the incident. Mars don't like being in Cancer. Very, very true. Some are actually really sweet, but can be malicious if effed with. Yes, exactly. And for the most part, Cancers are super sweet, Like, I can't deny that fact. Cancers are very, very sweet, very fun, and they have a great sense of humor. Like, Cancers are hilarious, So, I think Wendy Williams is a Cancer, right? She's super funny, but she has a way kind of where you can clearly see her dark side traits, right? As well, too, so. But anyways, thank you guys for listening and watching. I appreciate you guys. Guys, my action of Cancer, but I think I like Gemini. Yeah, Wendy is a Cancer. Yes, and Wendy's hilarious. Like, I love her. She's so funny. Extremely funny. All right, guys. Love you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure if you're new to my channel, subscribe. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I go live and you don't miss a live. You don't miss a video. All right. And I love you guys. Catch you in the next live. And remember, if you want a personal reading, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Honey. Love you guys. Peace out.